red corner representing China, ZHAN YILIAN.
So our final contest of this 12th session of boxing is in the 81kg plus heavyweight division, and into the arena is ZHAN YILIAN, 26 years of age, the reigning Chinese national champion.
Her opponent coming into the blue corner and representing Kazakhstan, TALIPOVA.
Her opponent is 22-year-old Yeldana TALIPOVA, the reigning two-time Asian continental champion. Both of those triumphs coming during a bountiful 2024 where she took the senior Asian title and the under-22 Asian continental title.
Judge 3, Morocco.
ZHAN YILIAN,
Islamic Republic of Iran.
in her first appearance at a senior world championships. Yeldana TALIPOVA also in her first appearance at an IBA senior world championship event, and was ringside in Kielce in Poland when she came away with a bronze medal in the 81kg plus heavyweight final, losing to the woman she outpointed in Friday's semi-final, Daria Kozorez of Moldova. So our referee with the final instructions ahead of our final bout of this 14th edition of the IBA World Championships for Women. The bell sounds to begin bout number 227 in this 14th edition of the IBA Women's World Championships. And it's an all-Asian continental encounter in this battle for World Championship gold. The taller figure wearing red, who operating out of the southpaw stance, is ZHAN YILIAN, the 26-year-old, part of a 12-strong Chinese boxing team, one of two Chinese boxers through to the gold medal bout, and a woman who had just landed with some cracking bent-arm punches at mid-range is Yeldana TALIPOVA of Kazakhstan, the 22-year-old from Almaty. That is a pile-driving right hand on the unprotected chin of ZHAN, landed by TALIPOVA. ZHAN always boxes with a low-held guard and relaxed style, really does possess terrifically quick reflexes, and the explosion that she possesses, able to carry her from well beyond punching range to within punching range in a blink. As for TALIPOVA, she possesses a wonderfully languid, seemingly relaxed style. But from a apparently relaxed posture, she can snap out a jab and a right cross in absolutely no time at all. So there you see the fast twitch feet of ZHAN just on the edge of range. TALIPOVA able to close the distance and land a right hand before the two boxers fall into a clinch. Well, neither boxer heeding the command of break and a burst of shoeshine punches to the body from ZHAN. And there's the ability of ZHAN to close the distance, but as she looked to disengage, she was picked off by a right hand from TALIPOVA. 2 minutes gone in the opening round. ZHAN long with the attempted right hook, as the two boxers test the strength of one another at close quarters. Animated instruction coming from the Kazakhstan corner. It's TALIPOVA in search of that right hand, always a trusty weapon against the southpaw stance, but not able to find a range, as again, ZHAN looking to score effectively downstairs. Oh, wonderful counter-punching with the left hand from TALIPOVA after she made the double southpaw right jab of ZHAN fall short. Counter left hand is an effective shot from ZHAN. first round in the book in our final bout of this 12th session of boxing. Some of the action from round number 1. So they're the scores from the first round. A 4-1 split in favor of ZHAN. Only judge number 3 from Morocco preferring the work of the reigning 2-time Asian continental champion. And that's Talipova, by the way, in blue.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. And ZHAN looking to start quickly, setting up her southpaw stance on the logo of the boxing ring and landing with a looping left hook on the inside while the boxers were shoulder to shoulder. But again, that is the manner in which she's able to launch quick-fisted attacks. She is so explosive out of that southpaw stance. Beautiful burst of punches, my goodness. Right hook, left hook to the body, right hook upstairs, and again, there is the explosivity of ZHAN in evidence. So Talipova, well, the boxing adage is that timing can beat speed, and Talipova possesses terrific timing with her languid punch selection and repertoire, but will she be able to demonstrate that quality in the face of such quick-fisted counters from ZHAN? There's another scoring left hand, catching the advancing Talipova. And dare I suggest, this isn't where Talipova wants to be. Oh, what a wonderful southpaw left from ZHAN. Again, from beyond punching range, shape-shifting across the canvas of the boxing ring, and a left hand straight down the pipe, checking the chin of Talipova. So Talipova smothering a lot of her own work here and not able to establish the range and distance that she used so effectively in her semi-final when she eliminated the tournament number 2 seed, Daria Sazanova from Moldova. And again, the trend continuing with 2 minutes gone in the second round. It's going to be very difficult for Talipova to win the contest from this type of territory. There she's seeking to engage in a trade-off with ZHAN, but ZHAN appears to be the quicker-fisted fighter. And now this is playing right into ZHAN's wheelhouse. Look at that check right hand. Knows that the opponent has to come, and she helps herself to another southpaw left cross. From around her kneecap, she launched that shot and was able to find a home with it. Now this, dare I suggest, is where Talipova should have been for the majority of the round, but her timing seems to have deserted her. Fatigue seems to be taking a hold, and she's lunging in rather ponderous fashion here now, and her accuracy had decreased alarmingly from her perspective. So a very difficult mission, as again, look at the manner in which ZHAN is able to make her opponent miss. Spun in the pocket to try and make her pay, but just couldn't find a range as Talipova was leaning over the top rope. Second round in the book. She took the first round on a 4-1 split, did ZHAN, and I'd be surprised if this is anything other than unanimous in favor of the reigning Chinese national champion in red. Terrific performance, wonderful punch picking. Talipova tried, but again, left hand such as that. Shots to the body, then to the head. I thought it was a terrific performance from ZHAN in the second round. And Talipova, for large portions of it, suffocated her own work. But how did the 5 scoring judges see it? Well, it's an identical distribution of scores from the first round. A 4-1 split in favor of ZHAN. She leads 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 judges with 3 minutes of boxing remaining. Of course, there's always the opportunity to take your opponent out inside the distance, and that would be the easiest route to success for this boxer here now.
Seconds out, third and final round.
Aggressive start by both boxers to begin the third and final round in our 81-kilogram plus heavyweight gold medal bout. ZHAN Yilian of China, the southpaw wearing red, has taken both of the 2 rounds on a 4-1 split. Talipova was competitive in the opening round. I thought she was outboxed comprehensively in round number 2, but it was a 4-1 split that was returned once again. But in this type of distance, ZHAN is capable of firing in shots at close range, such as that shot to the body she just landed. Talipova with a right hand as she walked her opponent down across the ring. Good right hand slung in at mid-range by Talipova. And again, it's Talipova who is working during this entanglement on the inside. All a bit physical and untidy. Left hand goes long over the shoulder of Talipova from ZHAN. Oh, that is a hard left hand slung into the body just above the belt line. ZHAN winging it in from that southpaw stance. And it fairly knocked the wind out of the abdomen of Talipova. Will she try another similarly sneaky backhand out of the southpaw stance on the resumption? Becoming increasingly untidy, this one, as fatigue becomes a larger factor in the performance of the boxers, but spurred on by the prospect of World Championship gold and the prize money of $100,000 that accompanies it, while both boxers digging deep to try and access their deep reserves of energy. Right hand not too far away from Talipova. But the clock will continue to tick during these interludes where no point-scoring punches are being thrown. And the clock is very much the friend of ZHAN and the foe of Talipova, because ZHAN led 20 points to 18 for judges 1, 2, 4, and 5 after 6 minutes of boxing. Right hand success for Talipova while ZHAN was launching a southpaw 1-2. Closing seconds of our heavyweight final. Untidy takedown sees our referee call time. 3 seconds left in the contest. And on the resumption, it's another explosive southpaw left from ZHAN, followed by a burst of bustling punches to the body. And I think it will be ZHAN Yilian in her first contest, first tournament outside of her homeland, who is about to be crowned as the IBA World Heavyweight Champion here now. Terrific explosivity out of that southpaw stance. That was the left hand she landed on the resumption after a brief intervention by the referee. And it was her explosiveness that was a key cornerstone, for my money, of her victory here today. Yeldana Talipova of Kazakhstan, competitive in the opening round, conceded it on a 4-1 split. I thought she was outboxed in the second round. That was also a 4-1 split. And in the third round, well, I think it's ZHAN who has done the better work once again, but what say the 5 scoring judges?
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your judges' scorecards where we have a split decision in favor of your winner and now gold medal champion. In the red corner, representing China, ZHAN Yilian.
ZHAN Yilian of China, absolutely ecstatic at having been announced as a split decision victor over Yeldana Talipova of Kazakhstan. And now the celebrations continuing in energetic, exuberant fashion up in the boxing ring. A wonderful series of performances throughout the tournament sees ZHAN YILIAN of China, in the biggest tournament of her career to date, box her way all the way through to the gold medal rostrum. This explosive southpaw, able to go from out of punching range to within punching range in a flash, veritably shape-shifting across the canvas repeatedly during this tournament. Yeldana Talipova of Kazakhstan, in her first appearance at the Senior World Championships, adds World Championship Global Silver to the 2 continental titles that she claimed last year. But there was the moment of confirmation that delivered ZHAN YILIAN to the gold medal rostrum here at the 14th edition of the IBA World Championships in Niš in Serbia. Ecstasy abounds